Alright guys, welcome back. Another episode of the Frey Experience. Of course, as always, Tyler Frey here. It just stopped raining. I probably should have went to the golf course when it was raining, but the GoPro batteries weren't charged, so we're all good to go now. I got a double plopper in Loon that you guys could still win if you enter my giveaway. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to me on Instagram, DM me, or direct message me anything you want, and then you just tell me the color or your name goes into the box, and then it's your chance to win. You get Loon, Terminator, Powder, or Phantom Shad. So you got those four you get to choose from. Make sure you enter that contest. It ends November 17th, I want to say. I'm not 100%. I think it's November 12th or 17th. One of those days. Not 100% sure. I have it written down. But as always, guys, stay tuned till we get there. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to fish ponds in October. And it's going to be kind of hard to do that because, you know, ponds are different. Every pond's different, but one bait that seems to work in every pond is a black buzz bait. But I prefer to throw this bait right here, the double plopper. And it's not running right already. What a great way to start off the day with like a broken plopper. Not running right, so let's see why. This isn't out far enough. So let's try that now. Might be working now. Nope. There we go, now it's kicking water. So, since it's been raining a lot, of course the water is going to be up. And that's going to dirty up the water as always, but that's why we throw black. That's why we throw black, guys. Got one! It's first cast too. First real good cast after I fixed the plopper. He didn't even blow up on it, guys. He just sucked it in. Could be, I think, oh yeah, it could be a decent fish. Nope, I lied. It's just a little bass. But he was on the double plopper. And he got it. He choked it. There we go, hooks out, 12-incher. You know, it's always good to fish fish ponds when it's raining, but I couldn't get out here in time because of due to the fact that my GoPro batteries weren't charged, so that could be a bit of a problem if you ask me. So I think we're all good for today. It's a great way to start off the day with a topwater fish. He didn't even blow up on it too, he sucked it. Right there, guys. Two fish, two casts right there, guys. Double plopper buzzbait. No trailer hook. That little bass, about 10 inches, 11 inches. Alright guys, so we're coming in one of my favorite spots is right here because, you know, if they got bait schooled up in the back here, that's where they're going to be. It's going to be easiest to catch them because of the fact that, like I said, if they have bait schooled up in here, these fish are going to be in here. And it'll be easier to pinpoint them and pick them out because they're in such a smaller location. Sometimes, oh guys, look, they're busting back there, they're busting. They're busting them right up against that rock, guys. Right up against that rock wall where they should be busting them. Alright, let's get a cast up in there. Nope, let's get out of that tree first though. That's going to be key. There we go. Oh, he just hit it. He hit it and missed it. That was the first cast over there where they're busting. Let's get back over there. He pulled it down, he didn't. I think he may have blew up on the ploppers. Oh, he missed it. Kill it. Let's see if we'll come back. Pop it a little bit. Act like it's wounded. Yep, he hit it when it was wounded. Got him. That's why you love a double plopper right there, guys. Because the fact that you can just stop that bait right there and they'll come back and grab it sometimes. Oh yeah, this is the biggest one yet. Look at that, guys. Biggest one yet. I got him in the gills. He's bleeding, but he'll be good once I get the hook out, hopefully. Oh yeah, he's bleeding, but he'll be all right. Got him in the crusher. Oh God, come on! I have it out. There we go. Right there, guys. Got a little blood on me, but he'll be all right. Largemouth bass are hardy fish right there, and they could give a beating and they could take a beating. That's why I love fighting for them or catching them. All right, guys, just like a regular buzz bait, you gotta make sure you got these little buzzes here. I don't know what y'all call them. These little ploppers on them. Make sure that everything runs good on them. Yep, that one's off a little bit, so we gotta fix that up. Make sure they're kind of even. I want to say maybe. This is really the only problem I have with the double ploppers is this right here. Is if one's off, then it doesn't really run straight, and that could be a problem for bass. And we're good, hopefully. Get back over there. Oh, he hit it again. Oh, he had it. Second cast back up in there. Oh God, there's a tree there. Right there, guys. Stay down, baby. Like I said, guys, find where they got the bait. And they got the bait right here, schooled up in the back of this little cut right here. Little guy right there on the double plopper. On a mess up cast too. Alright guys, so I missed 2 fish right there, and I missed one hit. He hit it twice. See if we get some redemption now. God, guys, they're busting right up underneath that tree. Probably get over there. Probably should. This water is super duper high. Oh, I just spooked a nice one. Oh God, they're right here, guys. I think they're busting right here. Right in front of me, I think they are. Yep, right there. Right there, the double plopper is killing it today, guys. Little guy and he's pooping. Little guy and he's... Alright guys, so as always, I am underprepared. I didn't bring 6 frogs. I didn't bring all my tackle. Didn't even bring a frog. But I did bring, in my last video, what I used kind of as like a frog. Is the Strike King little horny toad they got here. Oh, they're busting over there now. I better get over there. Alright, let's get over there. See if I can catch one out of there. Oh, got him, guys. I watched him freaking go out and grab it. I watched him come out of the grass. I threw that on the bank. I watched him rush over there and grab it. That's a good sign. He would have hit in the frog or the double plopper, because that was the area where I could have thrown the double plopper. But, you know how it goes. Alright guys, so we're back over at this pond. There's like one group of guys, they're about 4, and they hadn't called on me yet, so I think we're good. But we're going to go ahead and got the double plopper tied on and loon. Got that back tied on, because there's not a lot of grass here in this pond, so we could probably get away with throwing this around here for a little bit. I at least want to go fish those toolies just a little bit to see if we could get them. But river2sea, you must be doing something right, because this bait works. Make a cast over here where they're busting real quick. But as always, guys, stay tuned. Oh God, over there, guys, on the bank. There we go, perfect. That was a money cast and didn't get blow up. Wow. There he is. He sucked it in. He's a little guy. Get in here. get back over there because they can still be holding. Oh, he missed it. Got him. Two fish, two casts. Can't beat that. Can we go for the 3? Can we go for the 3? Come on, 3. We need one more. One more, please. Alright guys, last cast is going to be up underneath here. Oh god, there goes my double plopper. Did you guys just see that? My plopper, oh my god. That was crazy. My plopper broke and he came over and took it. My plopper's a little screwed up, but we're good. We're good. Alright, last cast. Alright guys, so this video was trying to show you guys how to throw, or how to fish ponds in October. Pond fishing, when it gets cool, isn't ideal, because you may catch 5, 10 fish. They could be little ones, but you could go to the lake and go fish 20 to 30 feet right now and catch 40 fish, 10, or a pound to like 3 pounds right now. But this video, like I said, was to show you guys how to fish ponds in October. And I don't know if I'm going to put all the details that I put in there, but we're going to go over right now the 5 key things that we figured out today. Starting off with number 1 was, since it rained, the water was dirty, so you have to throw a darker bait, which was the double plopper in loon, and the Strike King horny toad in black and red, basically. So number 2 was find the fish. So when fishing a pond, it's, you kind of like key in where you think the fish are going to be, and that's great and all, but you don't want to stop and fish. You want to keep going. You want to find those fish, because most of the time they're going to be stacked up. You may catch a couple stragglers here and there, but like today, I found them. They were in the back of the cut in that little canal area where I found them busting bait, and that's going to move us into number 3, is find them busting bait. Find where the bait is. Most of the time where the bait is, the fish are going to be there in a pond, or they'll be around that area. Well, I found them mostly of the day in this little hour and a half, 2 hours I was here. I think it was that much. I might have only been here for about an hour. But I was able to find them busting bait, and that made the bite way better. Because instead of me just going around just hucking and chucking one cast, oh, there's a fish, no problem, just throw it back, kept walking, I stayed because I saw them busting bait, and me being an experienced angler and tournament angler, I knew, because of my dad being a Bassmaster Classic and Elite Series fisherman back in the day, of course, he instilled the information that you find the fish busting bait, stay there, they're going to be there. They're in a pond, they can't go too far. If it's a lake and you see them bust, they could be 50 feet that way in 5 minutes, or, or a minute, but he instilled that information to me, and that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. And moving into number 4 was like structures and stuff. And in a pond, at least this pond, there's a minimal toolies. I didn't catch any fish on the toolies because I guarantee they were too shallow. And the main structure that held the fish was where there was incoming water in the spot where I caught some fish in that little canal area, because there's water up above. It's leveled out. This will be like 5 feet, and then down below that has that little structure right there where there's rocks and stuff that are busting bait, where it was only like a foot or two. And that little differentiation had a little bit of current right there. Well, the bait are going to be there because it's current. Either they're going to get blown away, or they're going to be there to feed on what's coming inside and everything. There's little gnats and bugs on the surface, so they were able to key in on that. And since the bait was there, the fish were there. So structure is a huge thing, because this pond at least has blah. It has a minimal grass in one of the ponds, and the other pond it has too much grass. So the structure of the day was concrete and rock, because I caught some around those bridge pillars as well, because they, of course, had current right there, and they were busting bait. And moving us into number 5, I'm not 100% sure what the 5th thing we learned today, but alright guys, so number 5, I had to think of this real quick, is having the right tackle, having the right baits on you and everything. I came out here knowing, because I already had a kind of a generalized kind of what was going on, what would be at this pond, is obviously the water came up because we had about 2 good days of rain, and it came up about 2 foot and a half. So I was able to know that, okay, this water's going to be dirty. So having having black baits is going to be real key, or darker colored baits. You don't want to go with the green pumpkin or browns and stuff like that because they're not really going to be able to see it. But moving into number 5 is having the right tackle. This pond, at least the pond that I was fishing where I caught most of the fish on a double plopper, is you could get away with throwing a medium heavy rod on 12-pound test, 10-pound test. But I decided to go a little heavy because that's just me. I knew I wasn't going to be finessing at all. I wasn't going to be throwing anything soft plastic. I was throwing hard baits today. And so I was kind of able to get away with it, but if that water was crystal clear, braid ain't going to work. If the water's crystal clear, braid will not work. It will not work. You always have to have a leader on it, because when I'm using my sonars or my graphs, I'm able to see when I drop down, because I always have braid, but with a leader, I could see my braid, and I can see where it stops, because I always do about a 6-foot leader sometimes, or a little less, a little more. But I was able to see my braid on the graph, and it looks like a big old thick cable, and that was only 10-pound test, 10-pound braid. Imagine 65, a big old diameter. It could look like a freaking big old huge cable on the graph. But since the water was dirty, you could get away with throwing braid, especially on top water, because at least with a buzz bait or a double plopper, you have your rod up, so the braid ain't really hitting the water. But still, in the lakes and stuff where it's nice crystal clear, I don't throw braid at all, unless I'm doing a leader, which most of the time when I'm throwing a leader, it's either on a jig or a drop shot. So this was a little episode kind of video to show you guys how to fish ponds in October. The water temp, I guarantee, was probably in the high 60s, 68 maybe. That's still pretty warm for right now. I guarantee it's about 60, 65 in between. Let's go there. I only felt it once. Those fish did not seem absolutely chilled out and cold. These fish were actively feeding because of the bait. And since it just rained, it's always good to fish during the rain, because for one, it relieves the biometric pressure, so these fish, like largemouth, key in on that pressure. If it's too high, they're going to shut down the bite, and it's going to be super duper slow. As soon as it rains and right before it rains, the bite's going to turn on because it relieves that pressure. So thanks guys again for watching another episode. It is not too late to enter in the giveaway. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and then DM me anything you want to say. The color, you suck, I like your videos, take me fishing, I want free stuff. Just let me know and everything, and I'll put your name into the double plopper giveaway. And the colors again are Powder, Loon, Terminator, and Phantom Shad. So as always guys, stay tuned.